Hey there, how you doing? Dave Allred, the real barman from barpatrol.net, hanging out here in my house in Martinez, California. And today was the day of the big eclipse, and it's been sunny here for like 6,000 days in a row, and it's sunny right now, but for some reason it was cloudy and overcast this morning and nobody got to see a thing. So I'm sure that ruined some people's day, but it's just the sun passing behind the moon, so it's gonna be okay, I promise. So welcome to Ask Dave the Real Barman, where I answer questions from owners, managers, and bartenders who are looking for answers to their problems. Today's question comes from Joyce in Lusaka, Zambia. Yeah, I'm not kidding. All the way from Zambia. And for those of you who failed high school geography, Zambia is located in the lower half of Africa, which is awesome that we can connect globally in this day and age. So Joyce's question is how to save or revive a struggling bar, in this case a pub that's been operating for 18 years, but is now struggling mightily. So Joyce says, I've been working for name of the pub, I'm not going to name it here, for the past 3 months now, and they've brought me in with a view that I help raise their sales volume, bring the store back to life as it has lost 70% of its customers and is battling to stay in business. I need your help as I'm facing a big challenge in conducting my work as all the employees are demoralized, have bad working attitudes, and no longer care about the business. I don't know how I can bring the store back to life at the same time, restore everyone's faith in the business. So thanks for the question, Joyce. Let's tackle it right away. This is a big project. All right, so right off the bat, this has an infinite amount of ways this could go to make your bar better. So I'm gonna try to keep it simple here and give you some practical ways that you can use right away. You know, not something vague like you need to know who your customer is so you can cater to them, or you need to define the theme of your restaurant. That stuff's really important, but in the beginning, you just want some practical advice that you can use right off the bat, something concrete you can put into practice so you can show the owners that you're really doing something important here instead of just some vague, big picture concept ideas. So here's my advice to you, Joyce, and anyone who wants to jumpstart or shock some life back into their bar. Go grab a notebook and grab a pen. We're gonna walk into your bar as if for the first time. Don't just say you're gonna do it, actually get a notebook and get a pen. Walk in as an impartial third party. And this might be hard if you've been working there a long time, but pretend like you're a reviewer or a critic and you're going to analyze this bar and put a review out. You know, what do you see when you walk in? What are your first impressions? What do you like? What do you hate? You need to be impartial. Don't just be blind because it's your bar. Now look at the cleanliness. Look everywhere. Is it dirty? Is it dusty? Does it smell? That's the worst. If it smells like stale beer in the carpet or it's moldy, nobody's ever coming back. Now look and see if it's organized or disheveled. Is there stuff pinned all over the walls? Could you make it look nicer? How's the lighting? There are no wrong answers here. Just write it all down. Give your first impressions of what you see visually. Now grab your menus. If you'd never seen them before, what would you think of them? Do the drinks and the dishes sound appetizing? Are they described vividly? Or are they boring, just same old thing and you've had them on there forever? Now, if you have a place that's dirty and smelly and has horrible cocktails and food on the menu, you will eventually fail. That's just a fact. However, if you have average food and average cocktails, but you treat the guests like royalty, you can thrive for a long time in this business. I know customer service sounds cliche. It's extremely cliche, and the reason is because customer service is everything in business, no matter the business, whether it's the bar industry or anything else. So it's not everything, but I take that back. It is everything. Customer service is everything until you get it right, and then you can move on. Which brings us to our next task. You are going to sit and watch your employees. So you need to be kind of inconspicuous. All right, not like hide behind a plant or anything. Just sit at the table with your notebook and pretend to be doing work. Now you're going to watch them. How is their service? Do they greet people quickly when they come in? Are they friendly? Do they smile? Or are they just apathetic and just going through the motions? Do they know the menu? Do they refill their drinks quickly? Do they clear off plates or do they just leave them on there? Do they bring the bill right when it's ready? Are they texting? Are they talking with other employees? Are they treating the guests as if they're the most important people on the planet? Because while they're there, they are the most important people on the planet to your business. Maybe you just assumed that your employees were doing fine, they didn't need you to hold their hand and teach them customer service, and it turns out they're not. You know, these small details matter. Owners are always looking for new promotions or new ideas to raise sales, and they're not fixing what's going on right underneath their noses. It turns out, if you have bad employees, you got to get rid of them. It's just a fact. I know it sucks to hire and fire, but if you don't do it, you're going to regret it for as long as they work there and as long as you work there. So I'll say this to you, Joyce. The reason why the bar you're working at has lost 70% of its clientele is not because it's in a mall or they changed the name or the cocktail menu or anything like that. The reason why is over time, they have not treated their clientele right, and so they don't come back. The most important thing we can do in this business to make money is to get repeat customers. And in just a moment, I'm going to share with you a powerful technique on how to do that. And like I said, owners and managers are always looking for new promotions or sales ideas to pump sales, but it is so much more expensive to get new guests than it is to just keep the regulars coming back. And there's a stat that says if we can get them to come back at least 3 times, there's a great chance we can have them as a regular, which will fill up your bar, which will also fill up that profit column in your P&L statement. So I'm not going to give you a 2-hour lesson here on customer service. Instead, I have a little treat for you to help jumpstart your business. It's a 3-step process I actually learned from John Taffer, and I know he's a little over dramatic, and whether you like him or dislike him, the fact remains the guy knows what he's doing. I've actually used this magical technique in multiple bars with my clients, and it works wonders. I love it because it not only brings in new guests at a very low cost, but it incorporates a customer service aspect that's so memorable and so personable that guests come back a second and third time, which is our goal here when we're trying to lock down new regulars. So if I were to try to share this 3-step process with you, it would take me another 10 minutes. So I've included a link at the bottom of this video. It'll take you to my blog, and it's going to give you the exact step-by-step process that you can immediately implement to get guests to start coming in quickly. Or you can go to barpatrol.net and go to the blog and search for marketing strategy. That will work also. Believe me, it's going to be worth your time. You're going to see an immediate impact on your sales volume, and it's something you can continue to run because the cost is very low compared to the results you're going to get building up your regular clientele. There's only one catch in all this, is you actually have to take action and execute the plan. And this is the biggest weakness I see in owners and managers, is they all have a plan, but they don't execute it on a daily basis. So your biggest cause of failure isn't going to be that you did the wrong thing, it's going to be that you didn't do anything. So get off your ass, don't hope for a change, go make it happen yourself. That's it for this episode of Ask Dave, the Real Barman. If you have a question or a problem you want answered, email me at dave@therealbarman.com and I will do my best to answer it. If it doesn't make the show, I will still email you back. I want to thank Joyce for her question all the way from Zambia. I hope this helps solve your problem a little bit, Joyce, or anyone else who's watching. Hey, thanks for being here. I'm out.